where they went, what are some signs that your family member possibly needs to get out of that situation and you should look for another place to go?
Wow, that's a good question. You're a good question. So, so
Thank you.
let's address what let's address the questions and the concern of with all the listeners about nursing home. Yes, there's a lot of falls in a nursing home because we're dealing with so many different comorbidities of a individual. Here's the thing that you should get. Every fall requires a phone call to family members, physician, or if it's a public guardian that's over a patient. Those are the phone calls that have to be delivered when
Okay.
a fall occurs in a nursing home. So if you're not getting that, because falls happen, I'm not going to pretend all that they will happen, but you are supposed to get a phone call. If
Okay.
you're not getting that, I would suggest you think about first having a conversation, asking the reason why. If the answer is not something that sound right, please move your loved one. And you always can call state if there is a continuing incidence of falls and you're not being notified of the falls.
Awesome.
Wonderful. Well, Miss Williams, we really, really, really appreciate your information and your insight, and hopefully, some of our listeners, this has been insightful for them, and they have some additional information to consider if they are at a point where they are having to look at alternate care for their relatives. So, thank you so much for calling, and we really, really appreciate your information. Thank you again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
So, so this is a great discussion. I was taking notes. I was quiet, y'all, because I was writing.
Yeah, right.
I,
Okay.
I was writing. I mean, I don't. Thankfully, I don't need that yet, anywhere near that. But it's good to know certain some things you would think you would know right offhand, and other things are just like, oh yeah, let me write that down. You're right.
Yeah.
People should be able to either give you an answer or at least tell you where to go to get the answer that you need. And I like that whole idea of just kind of, don't make an appointment, just
Walk on in.
bu- bus on up in the place.
Yep.
Say what's going on, how you taking care of these people. So that's good. But this has been a great discussion. I mean, we tried to we tackled a couple of things, and both issues were something that needed to be discussed from Jesse Smollett. Was it Smollett or Smollett? What is it?
Smollett.
Smollett. Well, I
Let's
won't. I won't say
disconnect
that
the phone
again.
line next time.
I'm gonna leave that alone. You all sorry you missed that one.
Yeah,
You just wanted to
man.
make sure your hearing was working.
Yeah, well,
Where's
Just
our
wanted to make sure.
engineer at?
it's working now.
There
Good
was
grief.
I don't know. What'd you say? I can't hear nothing.
Yeah, I
Not
can't
a
hear
thing.
nothing. What was that all
My
about?
ears
I'm
are
sorry
ringing.
to all of our listeners who just went deaf. Please don't sue us.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's the disclaimer? Where's the disclaimer? Hold on, my ears are bleeding.
Exactly.
Um, but but Jesse, that situation in all seriousness is a mess. And we hope by next week we'll be able to hear some more. Maybe you'll be able to give us an update,
Yes.
and BZ on what's going on.
Oh, I'm
with
on
that.
it.
Because Jesse, I'm over here in North Carolina. Just some of you may have heard about Bennett College, and doing a
Yes.
stand with Bennett College piece. And Jesse Smollett was one of he was standing with Bennett, so he was
Yep.
one who had given considerably to help that cause. And he's just he's a lot of causes. I mean, he's a good young brother,
He is.
and I wish him well,
Absolutely.
him and his family,
Absolutely.
that they get through this thing. But also the other piece, of course, about taking care of our ailing relatives. It's a noble endeavor,
Yep.
but one that's got to, it creates a great deal of angst and frustration, and also there, there's some good to it too. I mean, you want to be able to do that. You have to be real with yourself too to kind of believe that you think no one can take care of your loved one like you, but there may be a time, and there's no shame in the game to realize that, you know what, someone else is going to be able to do this better. And if I really care about them and really care for them, it may be time
Yeah.
to send them to another place, because
That's
you
right.
cannot watch folks 24 hours a day. Hell, I can't keep track of me 24 hours a day. And another piece you have to get into of the caretakers, you got to take care of yourselves.
Exactly.
A lot of times what we didn't get to was that some caretakers, some of the people that they're taking care of outlive them,
Yep.
That's
because
true.
folks end up not taking care of themselves.
Exactly.
So you got to take care of yourself too, in the same way, and be mindful of that, and work through all of that other stuff. When we see our parents, our aunties, our nanas, other relatives deteriorating, can be devastating, and through tears and fears, your loved ones will depend on you to be their advocate. So you've got to do that. But we've all heard all kinds of horror stories about facilities that were terrible, and caregivers that were abusive, and vulnerable adults, or they've got people who were bilked of all their thousands of dollars, whatever they had left in their savings. Every year, millions of Americans will have to make these tough choices. And if you're in that situation, get as much information as you can. Involve your siblings if you have them. Like me, I don't. So
Exactly.
I talk to myself a lot.
Is that what the issue is?
That's what it is. I'm
Okay.
going crazy right here myself, trying to take care, walking around in circles and scratching myself. But I talk to others though who have traveled the road, and do all that you can to ensure that your loved one will be taken care of. She was, if it was your mother, if she was a queen, if your father he's a king, king of the world. And that's all the time we have this week, though, folks.
Hey,
So,
didn't bad. If I could throw one
yo,
thing in also,
yes,
our
yeah.
own Ambezy will be
Yes.
a guest host on
Uh-oh.
locally on
Power
Power.
88,
Yeah.
the people station where
That's
we
right.
are one.
That's right. She's going to be a guest host on Power 88 here in Las Vegas next Wednesday on the
The people
702
station.
Wake Up Crew. So
February 6th, Wednesday.
if you all are up at 10 o'clock on the East Coast, they have an app, Power 88.1 in Las Vegas, and we certainly will
break
be
that.
listening. And Beezy, we really are proud of you, and that's
you.
a tremendous thing, and we certainly will be listening. And your Straight No Chaser family will be listening. So I just wanted to throw that
Aw,
in again, that Beezy will be on Power 88.1 next Wednesday.
Also, you can tune in anytime leading up to that because they're going to be running my commercial as well. My promo.
Yeah,
You're
so-
filming.
Yeah, so she's
Oh.
whatever.
I mean, is this top secret, or can we talk about the promo, or do we have to wait? We have to tune in. What
No,
we doing
I
here?
mean, listen. I was trying to run the promo on the air, but people lacking, or our engineer lacking. You feel me?
That one that made all that noise, all that ear banging.
Yeah, that was him.
Oh, where's the promo? We got the promo.
Hold on,
No
I think
promo?
we're trying to pull up the promo right now.
Oh, do it live. Do it live.
Yeah, let's
Go
see if we can
live
find
right
it.
now.
Wait a minute.
Let's do it.
Talk for a minute, Thin Bad, so we can figure
Yeah.
it out.
So funny thing happened to me on the way to the nursing home.
I got it.
I got a million. No, but folks,
Let's see if we
this
can
stuff
get it
is
going.
real deal. While they're sitting here getting this thing together,
just
I just
playing
want to
on the
thank you all out there listening. I know we can't get all the folks who are interested and who are calling, but I know you all out there listening because you tell me the next day. And
Yes.
some of you are going to tell me tonight. So we really appreciate it. We just want to be able to kind of bring up certain, topics, and feel free to let us know if you hit me on my Facebook page, or if you hit us on Instagram, or whatever it is, however you catch us. Text me on my cell phone, whatever. Let us know some topics that are of interest to you,
All right,
and things you'd like to hear us talk about.
And guess what we got then,
let's see if we
Bad?
can get it. Thin
What we
Bad.
got?
We got
Let's see what we got.
we got the promo.
Let's see if we got it. Hold on.
There it is. There it is. We must have got somebody in there who know what they're doing.
That's not plugged in, so you can hand me my mobile device, and I'll just play it on my microphone, the ghetto ratchet way.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
And the hits just keep on
I
coming.
know, man.
Hello, my name is Amber, aka Ambeezy, the winner of the auction scholarship fundraiser for Alpha Phi Alpha. Join me as a special guest personality with the 702 Wake Up Crew, Wednesday, February 6th. So don't forget, that's February 6th, Wednesday, on the 702 Wake Up Crew on the People Station, Power 88, where we are one.
All
And
right.
there you have it.
Oh, sookie.
And there you have it.
Well, there it is. Well, that is something. Well, we'll be looking forward to that. We'll be looking forward to that. I'm glad we got that promo up there and up and running.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. You know, one of these days.
Right.
One of these days, then, man. One of these days.
Put it out there. Attach it to the link when you put the show out on Facebook or something. Put the promo out there.
That is what
you
I'm
know how
gonna
to do it, Ambeezy.
You know,
how to do it.
I got
Yeah,
this.
You got this on Snapbook and Face Chat and all
Oh,
that
boy.
stuff.
Insta Snap-a-Grama book.
Yeah.
Insta Snapper Grammar Face. Yeah, I'm on that. I'm with that.
Can we wrap this thing up?
Let's wrap it up.
All right, we rapping. That's all the time we have this week, folks. But Ambeezy, thank you. And She, thank you as
Yes,
always.
sir.
We thank you for allowing
You've been listening to
Let
Straight
us give it to you.
No
Straight.
Chaser.
No chaser.
So join us next week for more hot topics. And also, you can always catch us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and of course, iHeartRadio.